Joining us now is Archbishop Richard Henning. Thank you so much for being with us.
It's good to be here. Thank you, Kevin.
What is your favorite food?
Do I have to have only one?
No, you can.
I don't know if it's true in Massachusetts, but Rhode Island's a total foodie state.
Yeah.
I keep joking there that the unofficial state motto is you got to eat. So there's just terrific seafood and Italian food. I love them both. So, and I've been enjoying that hospitality there. So I guess, favorite foods would be probably seafood, but I do love pasta.
Yeah.
Well,
you're in a great place for that.
Yeah.
Music. What type of music do you like? Do you have a favorite artist?
So I'm from Long Island, so I have to say Billy Joel.
There you go.
I never really went to many concerts as a kid, but
Yeah.
I did go to some of his. They're always great.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty omnivorous when it comes to music over the years. Growing up in the household, my parents always put on something called CBS FM, which was like 50s music, which
Yeah.
50s, 60s,
Sure.
My sister called it kitchen dancing time. As you're cleaning up the table, the music would go on, So over the years, I like all kinds of music, pop music, classical, whatever.
Yeah.
I love church music.
Yeah.
Lately, I listen more often than not to, I guess you'd call it sort of Christian or gospel rock.
Let's get into film. Do you have a favorite movie that?
This is maybe a strange one, but one of the most impactful films for me, in terms of meaning, was Life is Beautiful, which is an Italian film that John Paul II loved, and I went to see it, and I just was deeply moved by it. But the movie that is probably most memorable in my life was Star Wars. When I was a kid growing up, there were these awful 70s movies that were not great for kids, and Star Wars opened this whole other world and made the movies someplace fun and kind of took you into another space. So I have to admit I love that. I do like sci-fi. I'm a little geeky that way, I guess. So yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. If you could go anywhere in the world on vacation, where would that be?
I think I should say Gloucester, which I do love. I have been there on vacation 3 times now. I really like it there very much. So I'm thrilled that it's in the Archdiocese.
There you go.
I'm going to look forward to visiting Gloucester. I would have to say I've been some really beautiful places, but if there were a place I've never been that would interest me, it would be probably like Australia, New Zealand, just so far away. I've never been there. I love natural beauty, obviously, but I've enjoyed going to places like Rome or Spain and seeing cities and cathedrals. But I also, coming from East Coast, mountains and those, the Grand Canyon, places like that are just endlessly fascinating too. So
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I guess just like food, I'm omnivorous.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll go where I'm called.
I always wanted to go to Australia too.
Yeah.
The final one, and you kind of alluded to this when I was talking to you earlier, but do you have a favorite childhood memory or tradition that you still cherish today?
Mm-hmm. So that little bungalow I talked about, that's where that's the homestead, that we all come back together. It's a little 3-room house, which is tough these days with all of us together, but it's worth it. So for me, whenever I go near water, it brings me back to that. So in Rhode Island, that's been easy. I can get to a beach pretty quickly there. So I take my dog. I'll go walking at the beach as often as I can with her. And she's not met a body of water she's not wanted to jump in yet. So she yellow lab, so she loves to swim. So here in Boston, there's a few bays and beaches as well. So I'll look forward to that. I think for me, that was, I loved the town I grew up in too. We played in the street. It was, again, more urban. So, we had to play football and soccer and all that in the streets themselves. We used to stop traffic in those days. But it was really Oak Island and the summers and extended family, friends visiting, those summer days and nights. That was just the best. So it's still a place of great joy for me.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Thank you, Archbishop.
Thank you, Kevin.
I appreciate it. That was great.
Thanks.
Thank you.